So get what you wish for, New Year and beyond. So there's two things I want to get across. The first one is that New Year resolutions are not necessarily a good thing. Put another way, New Year resolutions don't work. Why don't they work is what I want to explain. And I also want to say to you, if you're going to have a New Year's resolution, then you have to know how to make it stick, how to make it happen. What we're going to do here is talk about some of the likely ways that people can achieve their goals. Okay? Thinking ahead, this is not just about the new year, this is about you achieving what you want. And for that reason, any type of goal and any type of dream is about careful preparation and careful planning. So what I'm telling you, you can apply through any time of year, any point in your life, in order to achieve your goals. The new year is a time when people think they've got the space to set goals and they can now reset themselves and achieve those things they want. That's why people set New Year's resolutions, because it's a popular thing to do, but it's also a time when people think they can reset themselves and start to achieve what they want. Okay, so what I would say is that New Year is a good time to maybe review things, but you don't have to kind of go through some elaborate process. That's why relaxation is important, and concentration, because you can review things in a very light touch way. You can just maybe make the most of that period where either you're not working or there's something different in the air which allows you just to think about what you've done in the past year and to begin to think about and somehow imagine what you'd like to do going forward. So reviewing can be very light touch, okay? You just need some time and space to do that. Further on down the line, I can talk to you about self-induced relaxation, self-hypnosis, whatever you want to call it, visualization. So there are light touch ways to do this. And you don't have to go further than that, because even within that activity there is an intention. So intention is important. However, I'm talking about things that don't work as well. I'm going to move forward and talk a bit about the types of goals that people have, okay? The focus of their goals. So really what we're onto here is how to get what you wish for, okay? How to get what you want. There are goals related to beliefs. I want to be more confident. I want to be happier. I want to love life more. I want to appreciate my family more. I want to feel better about myself. These are about beliefs. So they're goals around beliefs. And then you've got skill-based goals around changing the way we do things. Yes, they're behaviour, but they're specific skills. So I want to stand up for myself and be assertive. I want to communicate what I want. I want to be able to explain things better at work or at home or whatever it is. So communication skills, so they're skill-based goals. Okay? And then there's bigger life goals and business goals, which habits, behaviour, communication are a component. So when people think about goals, what you can do is take each of those aspects, habits, behaviours, beliefs, skill-based goals, career, life, and you have to do different things around each of those. So procrastination is one aspect of achieving your goals that can be a block and a stop. The thing about procrastination is that it's usually the yes but. It's what is it that prevents you from doing the things that you want to do. What is procrastination about? Well, procrastination, there's always a signal that happens before we procrastinate. So sometimes we have to sit back and listen to what it is in our heads or what we do that stops us achieving the things, that stops us getting on with the task. There's always some signal, there's always some activity, there's always some feeling or some thought that comes into our minds every time that stops us getting on with the things we need to get on and do. Okay? So sometimes it's this: I'm not in the mood, I don't feel like it. Or somewhere in the chest you start to feel, oh, this is too much, oh, I can do it another day. What is it? Is it fear? What is it? There's always something that stops us, and therefore we procrastinate, and it's important to think about what that thing is. Too much to do is often a barrier that prevents us from achieving our goal. Too much to do is also a sign of basically poor organisation and lack of thought about what we're trying to achieve. So really too much to do is also about not having a clear understanding of the things we have to do to achieve our goal. Really, we've thought of the goal, but we haven't thought about the tasks that underlie that goal. Because if we do think about the tasks that underlie that goal, then there won't be procrastination and there won't be too much to do. There'll just be, this is what I have to do, this is what I don't have to do. So the too much to do and the procrastination almost go hand in hand. Okay? So what links into that is the problem being too big. If we leave things for long enough, they turn into a mountain. And by the time things are a mountain, then we don't want to climb that mountain because it's just too much. Okay? A useful way of thinking about the mountain is to think about another shape which is similar, a pyramid. Okay? If we think about a pyramid having a peak, so does a mountain. Now, a pyramid was built by human hands and it was built stone by stone. So a useful thing to do is to approach big problems step by step, one stone at a time. Whether we want to build that pyramid or dismantle it, and in this case it's probably more dismantling the problem into its smaller parts, is to approach it step by step. So that by the time we've dismantled it, taken that problem apart, because what it is, each stone, each step represents one small solution, one step nearer to solving our problem. So if we take it step by step, by the time we've taken the top stone off, we've dealt with that last step, the problem doesn't look like a problem anymore because we've dealt with it. So if we deal with the smaller things, then the bigger things look after themselves. So dealing with problems is about a step-by-step approach. Sometimes we need to top up to get started. You know, a lot of people, they wait to feel ready to do things. The problem is we have to get on and do things to feel good about doing those things. People mistake how we feel with when we start things, when we should start something new, when we should start working on our goal. Unfortunately, feelings don't work like that. If we wait, then we end up getting the feeling of I'm waiting. We get anxious. We start to worry about things because we're waiting. And unconsciously, subconsciously, that waiting comes through as anxiety, disappointment, worry. And those feelings come through. So if we're always waiting to feel good and ready, but we're putting it off, then the feeling comes through in the negative. Rather, what we should do, what is useful to do, we should just get on and do stuff, because it's the getting on and doing things that creates the positive feeling. So it's a feedback loop. The more we work on things, the more we start working on our goal and the tasks, the feedback that we get bodily is, oh yeah, I feel good about this. So when I think about my goal, I'm now feeling good because yesterday I did something on it. And so the second day I feel even better about it. And so it's a positive feedback loop that we're creating. And that is what we need to do. We need to get on with our stuff, get on with our goals, get on with the daily tasks consistently, and the feelings will take care of themselves. So in a nutshell, feelings follow behaviour. So don't wait to feel good, just get on and do it.